Have you ever been out and seen someone wearing like a Fendi jacket, Louis Vuitton belt, Gucci bag, and some other kind of shoes, and you're like, what is going on here? They're wearing one of each logo monogrammed brand, and it just looks kind of tacky. Sorry if you're one of those people. It is totally fine. I think what causes that is just a lack of planning your collection. So in today's video, I am going to talk all about how to plan your luxury shoe and your luxury bag collection. There will be a lot of emphasis on how to build a cohesive collection, so follow along with me. My name is Jody. On this channel, I talk all about luxury items, and I also share my unboxing reviews, discussions, things like that, so you can stay in the loop. Also talk about my jewelry and my sister lock journey. So definitely subscribe if that interests you. Let's go ahead. I have 12 tips that I want to share with you. I'm just going to go through them really quickly and also show you some of the items that I have in my collection and what I did to get everything to where it's at right now. Alright guys, so I've been curating my collection for 2 years now, and I want to share with you 12 tips that I have gathered along the way. So we're doing both bags and shoes because I realized a lot of the tips overlapped, and it kind of makes more sense to do them together because I can share with you how it all makes sense. We're going to make it make sense, right? So tip number 1. Beware of Louboutins. I know when you're starting a luxury collection, the first thing you want to do is go grab some red bottom shoes. Yes, they are very beautiful. I totally agree. And any collection will definitely look great if you include some Louboutins, but that's not necessarily the first thing that you want to get. And here is the reason. They are exceptionally fragile. Those shoes are very delicate. The red soles are going to scuff. And, you know, they're not the kind of shoe you can wear all of the time and that you're going to get, you know, good value out of. You really do have to be careful with Louboutins. So when your collection is not quite there yet, you don't want to start there because they're not strong enough to hold up to lots of wear, right? They're not that durable is what I am saying. Tip number 2. Start with neutrals and simple staples. So you don't want to immediately dive into getting your statement shoe or your statement handbags. For example, this is what I would call a statement shoe. Guys, I've only worn these shoes once. I unboxed them with you and I've still only worn them one time. They're very pretty. They are very sexy, but I just haven't been able to rock them as often as I thought I would. They're by Amina Jalil, by the way. So don't start off with the statement things. Get your simpler staples that you can wear more frequently and that you can enjoy until your collection is a bit fuller and you have more things to choose from. Tip number 3, the most important tip I am going to share with you. If you get nothing else out of this video, please focus on this one. And tip number 3 is to coordinate your items. That is, coordinate your bags, your shoes, your belts. Make it all make sense. And I'll just give you examples of what I mean by that. So I have the Chanel boy bag in black and gold. And I didn't buy all my stuff all at the same time, right? Later down, I got the black and gold Chanel sandals because they are a good match for the black and gold bag. Also, I have the Tom Ford padlock sandals, also in black and gold. They look really great together as well. Then, I've got a Chanel 19. This is the brown color. They call it brown. It looks more like a champagne. However, I also have these neutral Chanel espadrilles that look really great with it. I've got the Hermes belt in gold. I also have the Hermes sandals in gold. That's why Hermes calls their brown. That's why I'm calling it gold. You know, at Hermes, the brown is called gold. But what I'm showing you here is you want to make a little roadmap for the items that you plan to have in your collection. So basically your wish list. And then you want to find other things that coordinate well. They don't necessarily need to be of the same brand. They just need to look good together. And when you wear them all at the same time, it needs to have a good flow to it, right? Okay. Tip number 4, do not underbuy. What I mean by this is if you're on a budget, it's totally fine. But I would recommend that you hold out until you have all the money to get the thing that you really want, rather than underbuying and getting something that is less expensive just because it was less expensive. Your heart will not be happy with you in a year or two from the purchase time. So better to just get fewer things, better quality things, and just wait until you can get the thing that sets you on fire, that you really love. Like Marie Kondo says, if it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it. So you don't want to get to that point where you're starting to not love the things in your collection because you rushed and got the thing you didn't really love as much. Tip number 5, shop Preloved. So I'm not one to talk on Preloved, guys, because I am the one who will buy 5 things and get them all brand new rather than 50 things and get them pre-loved. That's just who I am. However, there are lots of great buys on the pre-loved market, especially for certain things that hold their value really well and stay, great quality. I just filmed and uploaded another video on my Chanel Maxi. That is one of the items I think is great if you bought it pre-loved. 1, because the price goes up like crazy, and 2, because the quality is so good that a pre-loved one will look just as good as a brand new one. While you're buying pre-loved, however, oh, by the way, check out Hilo Lux's video on pre-loved shopping. I have put a link for it in the description box. She did an amazing job telling you what the best sites are, and she has several things that she bought pre-loved and has better experience with that. So anyway, on that note, I would say if you are going to purchase pre-loved, still go test drive the new thing. And what I mean by this, if you live close to one of the boutiques, or if you have a Saks, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, sometimes a Macy's, depending on what you're looking for, you want to take a trip to the store and try some stuff on, or the item that you are interested in, before you purchase it pre-loved, so that way you can be really sure it is what you like and it's what you want. Because a lot of the time, pre-loved items, you won't be able to return them, and you just don't want that disappointment when you finally get it and it's like, eh. So if you can, go ahead, try it on. If you don't live close to a store, if you travel, maybe on your travels you can start blocking out an hour or 2 to go to somewhere that has great shopping and, just do some eye shopping and make sure you like what you think you like for real. Tip number 6, work with an essay and order in advance. I mentioned this in my how to start your jewelry collection video. This is highly important. Again, I understand not everyone has access to a store, but if you do, go build a relationship with an essay. And when you're within a year or so of when you think you are going to purchase this particular bag or shoe, go ahead and let your essay know. It might be harder than you think to get your item, and you could be waiting forever. Like I waited 1 year almost for my brown Chanel 19. So if I had tried to wait until I wanted to buy it, I probably would have missed out. Tip number 7, play with affordable color and statement pieces. So I know we're starting off with our neutrals, we're starting off with our simpler things, but as your collection grows, you might want to start adding in some statement pieces and some color. So what I've done, I started off with my Brandon Blackwood collection. Brandon Blackwood is a Black-owned designer brand. He makes beautiful trunks. And so I have them in 5 different colors. They average for about $150 to like $200, I believe. So buying these bags in color at a more affordable price point allowed me to see which colors I really like, which colors are easier for me to blend into my wardrobe, which ones I will be using the most. So when I'm ready to go and make a $6,000 investment in, say, a Chanel bag in color, I've already experienced which colors I prefer and I'm more drawn to, and that way it will be a better choice for the more expensive item because I know that this is something I'm going to use and that I will be able to work in to my closet and into my overall wardrobe. Tip number 8, shop stores that have a good return policy. So, if you are buying online, this is exceptionally important. Not everywhere is going to give you 30 days to return your items. Some places will give you maybe only 7 days, maybe only 14 days. You really have to know. And if you're going to be building your collection, you don't want to be stuck with something that you don't like, that doesn't fit well, or that you may need to return, and just all of that. So try to look at the return policy before you go ahead and take the plunge. Tip number 9, get a variety of things based on your lifestyle and your location. So, if you are a mom, you might want to look into getting yourself some tote bags for daytime. So something like the Never Full is a great mom bag in my opinion. It is durable, it is strong, it holds its value into the future. It fits everything. It is a Never Full. You can stuff it, packed, that is your lifestyle. It wouldn't make sense for you to go and get a tiny cute bag or maybe like a wallet on chain for your daytime bag, knowing that you have more things that you would like to carry or that you need to carry because you have a child. Also, if you live in the Northeast or if you live in a cold country or a cold climate as opposed to somewhere summery, then you want to lean on getting boots as opposed to getting, like flats and sandals and that kind of thing. So think about that. I know a lot of the times you'll just go out there like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, and then you buy it and you can't use it, or for 10 months out of the year it's totally useless, so you want to think about that. Tip number 10, and I'm sure you saw this one coming, make a plan and build a wish list. So you may not need to be buying all of these things right now, but in order for them to be cohesive, you need to at least have them planned out. So this is what I do. I have everything in my notes and I sometimes prioritize what's coming next. And I also have what I've already bought in my notes too. So that is how I'm able to choose items that I know are going to work well together. And also it helps you to not get sidetracked, or if your SA should call you and offer you items or send you pictures of what is new, you can match that up to what is already on your wish list, and then you can decide if this is going to be a good choice or if you should hold off at that time. So tip number 11 is going to save you money. Go ahead and shop Black Friday and holiday deals. Now, a lot of brands will not have any deals at all, okay? All they're gonna be is sold out, but some of them will. Let me show you some things that I got on a deal. So I have these Versace boots. I got them for half off last year, and they are so beautiful. I wear them a lot, like I'm always in these. I got these Giuseppe mules. They're super pretty with the bow on there, and they were half off as well. I got these cute Versace sandals. They were half off. Also got these pretty Giuseppe mules. They were half off as well. So as you're building your wish list and as you're thinking about what items to get, go ahead and check up on some of your favorite designers during the holiday season after Black Friday up to like beginning of January. You just might get yourself a deal. And tip number 12, this is my bonus money tip. So I know you're spending money. I know luxury goods cost a lot of money. Totally get it. What you want to do, or at least what I do, that is very helpful, is to buy them on a good credit card. So don't run yourself into debt. Make sure that you're keeping up with your credit and all of that good stuff. Providing you're being responsible, buy them on a credit card that has like a good cash back policy, or that has a good point system. So for example, I use an American Express Platinum card, and every dollar spent is 1 point, and that 1 point can either be redeemed through Amex, or I can transfer it to Delta Airlines and it can be 1 point towards Sky Miles. So all of this turns around and becomes points that we can use for travel, and we're actually able to take trips fully paid based on the points that are available. So just something cool I thought I would share with you. You don't want to go spending cash. I know you're feeling like, oh my god, I don't want this to be debt. I totally get it. But buy it on the card and immediately pay it back with the cash. You're building your credit, and you're also getting a second benefit out of your purchase as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me in the closet today. If you can see this dress, it is by ASOS. I've had it 3 seasons now. It's still going strong. Just a cute turtleneck dress. I hope that these tips will be very, very helpful for you. Leave me some comments. Hit the thumbs up button. See you friends in another video.